room started with 3 people. I think it was us. Yeah. But how y'all doing? Great. This is my first time ever talking in San Diego, but I love the city. And I'm probably country, so if you don't understand, just say run that back. And I'll tell you. But my name is Chad Thompson. I go by no more 9 to 5. The reason why is because I hate a job.
That's right.
But now, today, I really don't hate jobs anymore. You know? I'm just super up on opportunity. But I started 10 years ago. I was 20 years old, just hit 30. Anybody dirty 30 in the house?
Sir.
30. But who wants to be rich before they're 30?
Yeah.
That was my goal.
Let me go back in time.
So whether you even get started in the company or not, you're going to walk away with wealth principles that's going to change your life forever. Is that cool?
Yes,
sir.
All right, perfect. And just real quick, just thank the person who invited you out real quick. Just thank them. Just throw them a peace sign. You know, if they're in the room, just say, yo, I appreciate you.
Thank you, Cody.
Now, if you're the one in your family that's going to make the wealth, just stomp your left foot. Not everybody, right? Not everybody. If you're not going to participate at all, no matter what I say, raise your hand. All right, first, yeah. So yeah, I'm all the way from Atlanta. Believe it or not, this is not the final destination. I came here to hear Bob Proctor speak. Has anybody heard of Bob Proctor before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to LA in the morning, and I'm only allowed to work 1 hour every day. So we already worked 20 minutes, so we only have about 35 minutes right now. Is anybody listening?
Yes.
Yeah? All right, perfect. So what we're going to talk about is life, but my story real quick is I've been in IML a year. Last month marked my year. I've been trading off and on for about 3 years. And the reason why I partnered with IML is because I wasn't a consistent trader. I would make some money, then I would lose it all. Does anybody relate to that? Right? So I got with IML to really be consistent, use some products, get some mentorship. Because if you know anything about trading, or if you don't, people are charging people $1,000 an hour to learn this information.
Yeah. Wow.
You can go to college in Atlanta. Anybody heard of Georgia Tech before? Yeah. You go to that school, pay $33,000 for the year. Right? So with IML, I found it for $200. Right, let's just let the cat out the bag. I found it for $200, and the thing absolutely changed my life. Who would rather pay $200 versus $30,000 any day? Like, cause I'm just having a conversation. I'm not here to present to you because I'm not a salesman. I'm way too cool for that. Right? So I'm just here to talk to a few people. I do this on a large scale. Right? When we was in Barbados, 6,000 people showed up for this same information. So in a room of about 100 people, I know the numbers. So if you're taking any notes down, I'm only really talking to 20 of you. So out of all of you in this room, it's about 20 of you that's dead for real right now. And the people who's dead for real right now, those will be the people who probably, this is the last year they're working a job.
Let's go.
I don't know who that is, but this is for you 20. All right? This is for you all. So what I'm going to talk about is hard real quick. What's hard in life? What's hard in life is the fact that you have 2 roads you can go down. And obviously, most people choose the left side of the road. But who rather work 4 years versus 40 years? By show of hands, who would rather do 4 years versus 40 years? So anytime, hey, lay off the light. Grab your purse. Right, 4 years versus 40 years, any day is the goal, okay? So if you're here today, that's why they invited you here, to retire early if you wanted to. So give one snap if that's you.
Let's go.
Because the rule is, and let me know if you heard this same rule on the West Coast, because I'm from the East. But they told us on the East Coast, you have to work till you're 71 years old. Did anybody hear that rumor? So what we're going to go over today It might be hard to someone who's never heard this before, but I want you to write down on your paper, it's just new. It's just new, it's not hard. Because what's hard is you waking up today doing the same thing you're going to do today 40 years from now. Can anybody relate? Or can anybody agree that might be hard?
Yes.
Right? Let me tell you what else is hard. If you only work a job, 73% of the United States of America only has money during income tax time. Now, who wants to have money more than one time a year? Right? This is important for you to know. The next important fun fact for you to know, and no, I'm not some scholar or anything, I barely graduated high school, just for you to know, but I've always studied money. I was the person in school who said, why am I learning all this extra stuff? I know I'm not going to apply. Is there anybody like me?
Yes.
That was me. I'm like, wait a minute. So I cheated on other people's paper. Right? But when it came to the money, what mattered, I was all on it. Does that make sense? So I'm giving you a shortcut. This is 26 books. I'm just going to give it to you. All right? This is the most important thing you want to know. Tell all your friends, spread this rumor. If you have one stream of income, most people, 68% to be exact, have less than $800 in their bank account right now.
Wow.
So I don't have to know all 100 of you. But I know 68 of you have less than $800 in your bank account right now.
Dang.
Due to the numbers. Due to the numbers. Last stat. Sad stat. Somebody give me a sad face. Sad stat. Out of 100 of you, one of you is going to die wealthy if you only work a job. So think about this. When you go to work tomorrow, hopefully you don't have to, but if you do go to work, think about how many people is going to die wealthy at that job. Is it pretty sad? Is that number pretty sad?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to give you the wealth codes. Is who in here works a job? Just raise your eyebrow. This is important for you to know for the rest of your life. It changed my life. What does job stand for?
Just over broke.
We know that, right? We do know that. I didn't pay anybody to say that. But watch this. For people who only work a job, they think everything's so hard. That's because your boss only pays you enough not to quit. Who can agree? Right? Your boss will never pay you enough to live in this neighborhood. I want you to understand this. So for the people who takes that serious, thank God you're here. Right? Because if you only work a job for the rest of your life, it'll have you thinking everything's a scam. Some of you right now are saying, what is he about to say to me? Because this sounds like a scam. Because nobody talks money in school, so you're confused. You're confused. That's what scam stands for, still confused about money. So write that down. This is important for you to know, because whether you join or not, spread these rumors. Spread these rumors is going to save your community. Because if you're still confused about money, that's probably why we don't have what?
Money.
This is serious, because some people in this room is growing money every day. When you learn how to grow money, you don't have to go out and make it.
Exactly.
Correct.
Who would like to grow it? Right?
And you can do that out here.
This is important for you to know. How to end up poor. Who wants to know how to do that? Because if you know how to go poor, you might get what? The way you end up poor, besides thinking everything's a scam, is saying no to everything. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. So poor has nothing to do with your pockets, but it has a lot to do with your mind. Just think about what you say no to and say yes to, if that makes any sense. What does this word say?
Rich.
Does anybody know what rich stands for? Who got it?
Residual income creates happiness.
Residual income creates happiness. Who has residual bills? Does anybody ever pay bills? Who pays the bills?
I put in someone else's name.
You put it in somebody else's name, but it still comes. It still comes every month. This is important. If you name a bill, let's play a game real quick. If you name a bill, it'll go away. So what's that bill?
Verizon.
So I heard phone.
Car note. Insurance.
I heard insurance.
Utility.
Child support.
I can't spell.
That's good one.
Hold on, we got to vote on that one.
Alimony.
What else you got? Think about it. Let's play a game. Seriously.
Groceries.
We only got like 20 minutes left.
That's a bill.
This is serious. If you name a bill, it goes away. What is that bill?
Rent.
Her rent?
Entertainment.
School loans?
Medical.
Health? And remember, welcome to Wealth 101. They don't teach this in school.
Nope.
I'm about to show you something very powerful. What else you got? I see student loan. Anybody got any credit card bills?
Yeah.
Got credit card. What else we got? Does anybody eat every day?
Groceries.
Anybody eat every day? What do y'all eat around here? That's a bill. That's a bill, right? Y'all got some pretty hair. Is hair a bill? Let's vote on hair. Who thinks the hair is a bill? Raise their hand. If hair is a bill, raise your hand.
Hair.
If hair is not a bill, raise your hand. It's not a bill.
Anointed.
All right, if you're not going to raise your hand no matter what I say, where you at? All right. Perfect. So let's check game. Let's count these bills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bills. 12 bills times one stream of income equals poor. Are you with me?
Poor.
Who's with me? Who's with me? I want to show you math. Your teacher will never show you. They're not smart enough to show you this. All right. What we make is brain surgeon income, but we work substitute teacher hours. So I'm going to give this to you for free. Okay? This is important. I need you to listen. Get real serious. There's people who's going to say $200 is hard to come up with. This is very important for you to know how to get investment capital. This was the third book I read in my life. Changed my life. Very simple differences between the wealthy and the middle class. Write this down. The wealthy, they invest their money first and they spend what's left. That's second. They invest first, spend second. Poor people, they take their job check, say everything's a scam, spend all their money first, then try to get rich second. But if you spend all your job money first, how much money do you have left to invest?
Zero.
And why is that? But we have residual bills, so we need what?
Residual income.
Is this making sense to anybody? This part is serious. I see we didn't even have cable. Is everybody robbing the cable company in here? Nobody pays for cable anymore? How much you paying for cable if you pay?
Internet.
You said 90 bucks?
90. It's been about 90.
Internet.
Oh yeah, plus internet.
That's the new
That's
cable.
another bill.
That's the new cable.
70 now.
So internet. Somebody help me out. What's 90 plus 70? What is that? 160. Okay. So watch this, y'all. Watch what can happen if we cancel out cable. In 2 months, for just chilling on TV, we have investment capital. Everybody write that down. Investment capital. You have to learn how to sacrifice to get investment capital because your job cannot fund your dream. Write that down. Your job is supposed to fund your business, and your business is going to fund your dream. Who's tried to fund their dream with their job before? How did it go? How did it go, y'all?
I'm here for a reason.
I'm here for a reason. So we're just having fun. I wanted to talk to y'all about something serious. Because it's literally just a decision. Next thing you know, you're making your age times 1,000. When you make that decision, you're making your age times 1,000. Now, how old are you? 1, 2, 3.
29.
I heard 27,000 a month. How old are you?
29.
29,000 a month. How old are you?
30, 20.
I'm 60.
30,000 a month. How old are you?
120.
28,000 a month. How do you get to 28,000 a month? This is important. Anyone listening?
Always
This is
is.
important. Important. You got to spell that? I'm going to draw me real quick. Yeah, you're right. I am a little happy. You're right. Now, this is important. Okay? This is how the higher-ups judge you. It's called the 5 associations. This is how they judge you. I don't even have to know you, but if I know your friends, I can determine how much you make. Right? So who has a friend who don't make no money? Raise your hand. You did it. Keep your hand up if you that friend. Who knows a friend who's a teacher? You got a teacher friend. How much do they make nowadays?
About 45,000 a year.
That's a lot, I think.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's high.
Yeah.
30 to 40.
And remember why you're here, because they don't want you to know this, like DJ Khaled said. They.
We the best.
Anybody got any lawyer friends?
Yeah.
How much they make? Talk to me.
120. 120.
120.
120.
That's on the high, that's for sure on the high end.
Yeah.
You live with one.
Yeah, we're not gonna be nice today.
Throw it to 80.
We're not gonna be nice today, because can we agree, corporate America is not nice to us?
That's right.
So we're not gonna be nice today. We're gonna talk real numbers. Who knows a construction worker? Anybody? How much they make?
60 is good.
Who knows a Uber driver? That's a career now. That's a career now. That's a career now. That's a
Dream
career
job.
now.
Dream job.
That's a career now. How much Uber drivers making?
-1,000.
So y'all owe money. Y'all owe money. Cash
Especially with that maintenance on the side.
Well, let's just say 40 if you're driving all night long. So watch this math. This is the success formula. Let's add this up real quick. What's 0?
0.
All right.
0.
Plus 40?
40.
Plus 50?
90.
Plus 80?
170.
Plus 30.
200.
So watch this. All together, your friend is worth 200,000. Now watch this. Divide that by 5. By 5. What is that?
40.
So they say you are projected to make 40,000 if that's who you hang around. If you ever wanted to know. So who thinks associations matter?
Yeah.
That's why you're here today. You're here today to be around successful people,
That's right.
people who's going places,
That's right.
and people who want to take you with them.
That's right.
Because who can agree you don't want to be the person who wills your job to your kids? And if you can't even think that far yet, think about what your parents is about to leave you.
Harsh.
Now, we're not being mean. We're just going to do something about it.
Right.
The 20 people. Who's the 20 people I'm talking to? I just want to see your hands. Who's the 20? I just want to see who I'm talking to. We're going to do something about it. How is the next question. We're going to invest the $200. It's either invest the $200 or blow it on Friday night, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to get into IML Academy. That is valued at $30K. Because you can go to school for it. Does anybody have any testimonies on the IML Academy in the house? Go ahead, sir.
I study anywhere from high school to astrophysics course through MIT. I've been to schools, private schools in Mexico and public schools in the U.S. I've seen just about everything in between. IML is honestly one of the more focused education systems that you can find. They're so dedicated to teaching everybody from the most basic to the most advanced, with all having to do with this one thing, and it's so easy, it's so simple. It's a lot, everybody says when they first hear about it, oh, I can't do this, this is too hard. Trading foreign exchange, that sounds difficult. No, it's as simple as, entering into IML and then watching the videos, and then you're ready. Boom. I did it. Anybody else can do it?
Another thing you get for your 200 is the IML TV. Now, if you're a type of learner, because we got to discover what type of learner you are. Okay? It's very important we discover that. So either you're one of those people where you can learn on your own. That's the IML Academy. You can just chill on your own time. You're going to take about, if you're taking notes, you're going to take about 40 to 60 videos, 5 minutes to 10 minutes long. Who thinks they can do that in 72 hours? It'll take you from A to pay in 72 hours. The IML TV is if you're more of a, you need a little bit more live. Like you need to talk to somebody and actually talk back, right? If that's you, if you have any testimony on IML TV, would you like to share for the guests in the house? Go ahead, sir.
Took a $30 account to $1,500 from IML TV for one night for trade calls. Off their trade calls. Wasn't even my trade calls. $30 to $1,500.
Wow. Who got $30? Now who would pay $200 to learn how to take their 30 to 15? Now we're seeing. Now we're seeing. And now that we see the light, let me just show you the light so you can know exactly what you see. Everybody's stuck on the left side of money. This is the sad part. This is the sad part. Everybody's stuck on the left side of money. Remember that road we draw out, right? Hard. Everybody's stuck on the left side of money. This is the Uber drivers, the hairdressers. If you own a detail shop, you're self-employed. Employees work the hardest, get paid the less, and taxed the most. Business owners, that's a step up because you drove on the other side of money. Now you're on the right side of money. The bad part is, sometimes if your employees don't show up, who has to show up? So in our reality, you don't own the business owns who? Investor. Thank God today, 2 snaps for being here today. That's what we are. We're investors. We put money in the pot and it grows without physical labor. Who likes that sound? It makes a sound, actually. It's called swipe trades. Who heard that sound? Well, make the sound if you heard it before. Now, if you're a guest in the house, that's the money sound. Anybody have a testimony on the swipe trades? Anything they would like to say? Don't be shy. Go ahead.
Yeah, when I was first starting out, I didn't know anything about Forex. Obviously, never heard about it. And with the busy schedule, being self-employed, I just started copying and pasting trades from. So basically, they just send you a text message, and you copy and paste it, and I made $700 just off a single trade.
Excuse me, real quick. Who in here can copy and paste? Seriously, seriously. You didn't raise your hand all night, but who in here can copy and paste? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Stop playing. Does anybody else have a testimony on the swipe trades? Because that's amazing. Someone does all the work. Does anybody in here go to the gym? Just imagine you went to the gym all month, but I get your abs. I stayed at the crib, right? You at the gym working hard, I got your abs. Who would be mad? You or me? You. That's what swipe trades is. Someone did all the work, they send you the signal, that means you put it in your phone, money goes in your bank. Key tip right here. Most employees, watch how this adds up. Most employees put their job money into a bank, and they never ask the bank, what are you doing with my money? I need you to write that down. Don't you ever do that again. Don't you ever put your money in the bank and not ask, hey, what are you doing with this money? Because it's going to change your life. Two things. They're not going to know. Second thing is, you should know. There's two types of people. People who know and who don't know. Thank God you're here today because now you know. They're trading your money. They're taking your $30. Who notices they charge you a fee if you don't have enough in it? Right? They're taking your $30. They're saying, you better put some money in there. I'm making money on it. How dare you drop below this limit?
Yep.
How dare you? What's wrong with you? Go right now, put some more money in your account so I can make more on it. That's what the banks are saying. That's why I want you to ask them tomorrow. Go there tomorrow and say, yeah, what you doing with my money? And if they don't know, point them to IML. Just gave you a secret. All right, anybody else got a product they like that we didn't name?
Harmonic scanner.
Harmonic scanner. Who has a testimony on the scanner? I can tell you it's 87% accurate for everybody who's taking notes.
Hoops and pips, where you at?
Go ahead, sir.
Testimony on harmonic scanner, real quick. My mom just made about $2,000 on a harmonic scanner. She's been working at the post office about 30 years now. And she took out some time. She heard that I was a part of this business, seen the money I was making, and she took her opportunity to join, use the harmonic scanner. She's calling me now like 2 in the morning. Like, I just made $300. Testimony, that's it.
Any others?
Yeah. I got one.
Go ahead, sir.
So I started probably about 5 months ago, and one of the first things I learned was the harmonic scanner, like a pretty simple strategy. And I ended up trying it out on the demo stuff in the beginning, and it was working for me. And then, I do my best thinking on the toilet, when I'm in the bathroom, right? So I ended up, some people in the shower, whatever, I'm on the toilet when I do a lot of good thinking. So, I'm looking at the harmonic scanner, and, I ended up just sitting on the toilet for 10 minutes, and it made me sit there longer because I started making money with the harmonic scanner. And then I ended up doing that every time I went to the bathroom. I got on the harmonic scanner, and I was making money on it. So I ended up getting the name of Poops and Pips as my nickname now.
Wow. That is dope. My only question is, do you wash your hands? Or do you wash your hands? All right. Let's get back. But literally, if you notice, if you're a guest in the house, you can do this anywhere. Obviously. All you need is Wi-Fi. Is anybody cool with that? Yeah. All you need is Wi-Fi. So me personally, if I was Christopher Terry, which is the CEO, write that name down, Christopher Terry, I would charge $1,000 for this alone. Because that's what it's worth. Literally, you put the thing on the screen, and if you ever wanted to know where to enter a trade, it says what? Entry. So if you're brand new, who's brand new, seeing this for the first time, by show of hands. If something said entry, what do you think that means? Give yourself a round of applause. You're a trader. You're a trader. You should be trading. So yeah, so that's what we have right here. I'm going to show you something that's totally optional. I'm going to show you something that's totally optional, but before I do, can you please look at your neighbor and say, please, you don't have to do this part. You have
You should do this part.
All right, y'all.
You should do
tell your
this
neighbor?
Yeah.
All right, now tell your other neighbor and say, but pay close attention. Tell your other neighbor. Tell your other neighbor. You don't have to. All right. Now, this is for you to know. This is for you to know. If you looked in your neighbor's eye and they wasn't excited, I need you to get a new neighbor. Because we just showed you a way to retire from corporate America within 4 years the long way. Most of you will be done in a year. This is not heard of. This is not heard of. So here we go, real quick. So Christopher Terry, who's been in business now for 5 years. Best thing about it Who's from anywhere besides the United States? Anybody? We do business in over 120 countries. So you can literally expand globally, all from Wi-Fi, right? We own all our products. It's very, very important. Can everybody say ownership?
Ownership.
Right? But this part where I'm talking about right now is called IBO. We already showed you how to be a customer. If you just want to trade, be a customer, you're a customer. $195 or $200 plus a little tax, right? $15 will allow you to refer people to the business. Let me show you how Christopher Terry made this possible. Very brilliant concept. He understands that life is hard. We already wrote that out, right? Who saw that? Life was hard. And with life being hard, he understands no one has money. So what he said was, if you refer 2 people to my school, my educational platform, you don't have to pay Sally or May. Who heard of Sally and May?
Yep.
Now just think back when you're going to school, if you're currently in school, and your professor says to you, just bring 2 people with you, you don't have to pay that loan. Who would go find 2 people? Like seriously, like $200,000 just gone. Now watch this. He says if you bring 3 people to the classroom, we're going to pay you $150 every single month. Now, if you don't think that's a lot of money, wait till you learn how to grow $10 into $100. Just imagine what you can do with $150. Just imagine that. Does anybody still have a brain and dreams in here?
Yeah.
All right? So this is important. You can stop there. Write that on your notes. You can stop there. That's all you need. That's all you need. Anybody hear me what I say?
That's all you need.
That's all you need to get to the top. But if your 3 tells 3 while you're on vacation, now you're making $600 a month, month after month. Can anybody use an extra $600 month after month?
Yes.
Now if you can't, if you could totally miss this, like you don't need it, just remember your bills come in month after month after month. Okay? I need you to remember this. Because when you're working a job, you sometimes think week to week. I need those 20 people that I'm talking to think year to year right now. Alright? Because if you think year to year, you're with me right now. And you're like, wait a minute. If it takes me 60 days, 1 to 60 days, to fill my classroom up of 12, that means my mortgage is now paid for the rest of the year. So I don't have to keep working. I can go to work and my mortgage is already paid. Who would like to walk into work and your bills are already paid? Who would work a little better? Matter of fact, who would develop a new walk? Like, who would develop a new walk to work? You can stop where? You can stop where?
3.
But if the 3 tells 10, come on, Jay.
Now you got 30.
Now you got 30. I had to ask him because I'm not that smart. Now you're making $1,000 a month.
Boom.
Now your check has a comment.
Ooh.
And any check with a comment is a what?
Good check.
So think about what I'm telling you right now. You stopped where? Imagine what you could do with $1,000 that's not yours in the Forex market. That's a $7 trillion market. I need you to write that down. 7 trillion with a T, y'all. 7 trillion. That means if you make 1 million in 1 day, which is happening, that's still nothing because it's what? $7 trillion industry a day. So when you walk outside tomorrow as we close, just remember there's $7 trillion falling out of the sky. And you used to not know about it. But now you know about it. And with technology, we get money right on our phone now through the foreign exchange market. What is foreign exchange? When you go to another country, where do you want to go? China. I heard Japan. That's the Japanese yen.
Yep.
He has to trade in his U.S. dollar.
UJ.
Every time that happens, that's called an exchange. Welcome to Forex. That's what it is. There's people traveling all over the world, exchanging money every second. Now we figured a way to get involved in that cash flow. Is there anybody in here celebrating a free business just so we can show the guests somebody's actually doing this thing? We got Mr. Poop. He's celebrating a free business. Is anybody making $150 a month in the house? Please show your hand if you recognize for the guests. Y'all show them some love, San Diego. We got one right here. We got one in the back. Now this is for the skeptical guests. This is for you. So look around, all you skeptics. My mentor told me when I was 21 years old, you can't be skeptical and broke at the same time. You should start being skeptical about what has you broke,
Yo.
instead of skeptical about what can get you
Rich. Let's go.
Is there anybody celebrating $600 a month in the house? Please raise your hand. Is there anybody celebrating $1,000 a month? Going once, going twice? Everybody say another level?
Another level.
So let's say you're chilling on the toilet with Mr. Poop, and your business is growing because you stopped at what?
3 people.
Next thing you know, 75 people have joined the classroom. Why would they join the class, for you skeptical guests? It's because we're selling it at a discount. Not only are we selling it at a discount, the banks is already doing it. Not only is the banks already doing it, cryptocurrency is the new wave.
Yes, sir.
New wave.
So if you missed Apple, if you missed Facebook, if you missed all these other investments because you kept saying no, this is the one. Is there anybody celebrating $2,000 in the building? Please raise your hand. So let's hear from you, Jay. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels great. It feels great. First off, I got to tell you guys, I'm excited to do this because I get more friends. I'm building this business literally with friends, getting paid thousands of dollars a month just to build new relationships, just to go out and talk to a couple people. If you think about it this way, you know, I said it before, if you talk to 10 people a day for a year, and imagine that was your job, and that job was going to pay you $300,000 a year in income, at the end of that year, who would go out there and do that? Yeah. And by the way, at the same time, you get to do this with your friends. You know, you get to do this with your family. You get to do this with acquaintances. It doesn't matter because all you're doing is talking to people about how to make more money at the end of the day. At the end of the day, that's all we're selling. We're just selling money, guys. Not selling juices or energy drinks or bug juice like we said, right? We're selling money. Who here thinks it's easy to talk to somebody about money? Most people actually talk about money every day as is, but they don't. They're talking about how they're losing money, not how they're making money, right? I went to school, and my professor, all they talked about was how they had no money. And I'm over here thinking, you're supposed to teach me how to rule in this life, right? You're supposed to teach me how to win in this world, and you're not. So I left. Actually, really, they told me to leave because my grades were so bad they said don't even bother coming back, right? But that's all right, though. The month I left college, actually, it's a true story. The month I left college, that week, I made $13,000. Wow. $13,000 outside of school. Had to do with network marketing. At the end of the day, guys, you got to think about it. What are you doing now that's going to give you the opportunity to have the lifestyle that you desire, right? If you're in a vehicle that's not getting you there, you want to switch vehicles. Because the job life, in the sense of 40-year working journey, is like driving a Pinto to the finish line, right? But if you get network marketing and do it less than 5, you're in a Ferrari. Doesn't take a world-class NASCAR driver to drive straight, right? All you gotta do is step on that pedal and go. So those of you who are looking to get involved in network marketing, get involved in iMarkets Live, step on the pedal and go. Yeah. Don't slow down for nobody. Thanks, guys, one time.
Who's ready to So is there anybody making 10 grand a month in the house? All right, so let me show you. Let me show you how. Anybody listening?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So those same 10 people Jay was talking about, once you help them make $1,000 a month, the company turns around and pays you $2,500 a week, $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sign me up.
Sign me up, my man said.
Sign me up again.
When I was an electrician, it would have took way too long for me to get to the top 3% of the world. Right? So if you don't believe you can times 100 your income right now, I want you to believe it. Because all I did was help 50 people make 1,000, and they paid me $50,000 a month.
Let's go.
Yeah, Chad.
So, everybody, I don't do that for any applause. I just want you to know I do that because I didn't have anything. So I want everything. And I have everything. And I'm still getting more. Because who remember they? They told me I wasn't supposed to be living this life until I was 68. I retired in my 20s.
Wow.
All through specialized knowledge. So write that down. There's 3 types of people in this room. There's the one person who says, you know what? Thank you for this 43 minutes of your time. I believe you wasted all mine. So thank you. But I'm ready to leave. If you're the type 1 person, we appreciate you. Because I just told you the numbers. So we don't need all 80 of you who want to leave. We was only talking to 20. So don't even feel any pressure at all by saying no. It's okay. Is that all right? It's okay to say no. But we remember what happens when you say no. The type 2 person, they say, you know what? I'm not going to lie. I was skeptical the whole time until Jay said I could be in a Ferrari and be done with life in 4 years. If you're that person, get your question answered here. Please don't go home and ask someone broke how to get rich. Please don't do that. Type 3 person, or the last type, I don't even know what it is, but the last type said I'm ready to get started. Please be quiet, I'm ready to get started. So if that's you, welcome to the team. Because as you see, we can't be scamming everybody. Right? As you see, clearly, just look around, we can't be scamming everybody. Just give yourself a round of applause for being here. We appreciate you.